Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to program your mind to attract wealth. Now, that's how to program your mind to attract wealth. Now, if you don't know this, and a lot of people are unaware of it, you have been programmed your whole life. Your entire life, you've been programmed. So, your name was given to you. You most likely adopted your parents' religion, and they adopted their own parents' religion. Your parents' location determined where you went to school, determined the environment that you lived in. And where you went to school, your teachers, your classmates, just that environment, it shaped your social and political views. And then the neighborhood that you lived in, affected your understanding and your relationship with wealth. And it's just something that a lot of people don't know because it's so subtle. It's very, very subtle. And as a human being, you cannot act consistently in a way that is inconsistent with the programming that you've been having since childhood. So you're running that program. A lot of people are not even aware of it. Even the words that you use, the lingo that you use, is as a result of that programming. So if you want to show how programmed that you are, if you want to understand it, if you want to realize it, if you just go out, for instance, go out, start looking up, start looking up. You notice that other people will start looking up. Have you ever noticed that, okay, maybe if you're talking to a stranger, maybe you're talking to somebody from England and you're from Tanzania, or you're talking to somebody from America and you're from Vietnam, the way that you're speaking starts to change. Unconsciously, it just changes. You see, you affect other people. That's why when you go out and you start looking up, other people will just look up with you. And then also, other people affect you. That's why when you're talking with somebody with a different accent from a different country, how you talk changes. So it's a two-way traffic, it's a two-way street. You are affected by other people's programming, and your programming affects other people. So that's why if you don't like where you are in life, if you don't like your station in life, the best way and the fastest way to change your programming is to start with yourself and with your environment. Yourself, because you need to like yourself. You need to like yourself. You see, you've been programmed right from childhood to think that when you like yourself, you are proud, you're arrogant. It's not true. God wants you to like yourself. That's why when you see some people who like themselves to a very, very, very high degree, you want to follow them. Some of them, they can even become conmen because they have some kind of confidence. When you like yourself, actually what is called is confidence. You like yourself, you're very, very free in your own body, you understand yourself, you like yourself. It's confidence. It's not pride, it's not arrogance. You should acquire that. No matter how you look, even if you have one eye, you don't have nice hair, your teeth are bucked, you're not even looking nice at all. If you like yourself to a very high degree, you don't have confidence. And then people will just like you, even though you don't look good. It has nothing to do with how you look. It has to do with how you feel. Like yourself. Learn to like yourself. Even if you have to stay in front of a mirror for 1 hour every day, just learn to like yourself. Just tell yourself in front of the mirror, I like myself. Think about the things about yourself that are good. And start tell yourself about that. Oh, I have a sense of humor. I'm conscious. You know what? I'm very, very good at this or that. I like myself. And then start psyching yourself to like yourself. You're going to have that confidence. And confidence will lead to charisma. What is charisma? See, confidence, that is, you like yourself. Charisma is when that your confidence jumps out of you and affects other people. They begin to like you. Learn to speak, even if you stammer, even if but just learn to speak with confidence. When you're talking with people, believe what you say. You see, don't ever speak to other people unless you want to believe what you're saying. So that when you believe what you're saying, then you speak in a way that makes people want to listen to you. And then because you have confidence, you listen to people in a way that makes them want to talk to you. Now look at that. Two things. You speak to people in a way that makes them want to listen to you. And then you listen to people with so much focus, so much concentration. You look at them, look at their eyes, look at them, look at their face, give them whole body listening. That they don't even know, you realize what's happening. That, oh, I just like talking to this man. It's because of the attention, the focus, undivided focus and concentration that you give to them. That's the first part. This first part of changing your programming that will attract wealth to you. Now, the second part is leaving the environment where you are. Living the environment where you are. Because remember, two things. You affect people with your programming, and other people affect you with their programming. So if you don't like the situation of life that you are, if you don't like the station of life that you are, if you don't like your life, what's happening to you, move out of your environment. Now, you may be saying to me, okay, I live in a ghetto. How can I get out of that ghetto? It's okay. Even if you live in that ghetto, even if you have to get up every morning and walk out of that ghetto to a highbrow area, do it. Even if it takes you 1 hour to walk out of that ghetto in the morning to a highbrow area, do it. Wake up early, just walk away from there. Go to a highbrow area. Just change the people that you're associating with every day. Just change the people that you're associating with every day. Go to church or mosque in that highbrow area. Find a library, a free library. Start going there in that highbrow area. Find a club in that highbrow area. Go there. Just start associating with people in that highbrow area. Leave your low rent area, your low rent district. Now, I know it sounds elitist, but the thing there is that low rent districts, ghettos, slums, they are likely to attract people who have challenges with their programming, challenges with their personality. And so they are not only challenged, they are also challenging you. They are programming you. They are reprogramming you. So you got to get out of that programming. You see, I'll give you an example. If you take maybe a young man, 18 years old, 17 years old, 16 years old, maybe you take him from Ghana and you send him to school in England for a master's program or university. Without thinking, without being aware of it, the man's speech will start to change. His attitude will start to change. His dressing will start to change. His thinking will start to change. Why? Because he is now being reprogrammed by the environment that he is in. And that's the same thing that you want to do to yourself. You want to start getting reprogrammed by an environment that has a higher elevation, a higher level of thinking, a higher level of appreciation of life. So just by being around the people, don't worry. You don't have to start doing things very actively. Just be around people, talk to them, associate with them in church, get to know people at the library, get a book, be reading. You see people, you talk to them. You go out on the street, you're walking, you talk to people about the weather, about, like social events, about music, about culture. Just by being in that environment, you find out that your programming starts to change. The way you think starts to change. The way you talk starts to change. You stop using like ghetto language, like last. It just goes away. Honestly, it just goes away. You start, speaking with a new language. Now, if you go back at night or in the evening to that low rent district or that slum or that ghetto environment, people will say, what's wrong with you? You are changing. You are not the same. It's okay. It is that conditioning. You are being reprogrammed. And eventually, because of that reprogramming, you're going to find that opportunities to start coming to you. People who would not have talked to you before when you were in that old programming, because of your new programming, they start coming to talk to you. All of a sudden, you get job opportunities. You get business opportunities. Who you marry is even going to change because you're going to meet a different class of men, a different class of women. And that's how you jump out of that low rent district. So you reprogram yourself. So two things, you learn to like yourself to a very, very high degree, and then you change your environment. Once you do that, your mindset changes, and then you start to act consistently in a way consistent to your new programming. That's just how you attract wealth to you. That's how you attract wealth to you. In life, that is the only way it happens. Now, if you watch this and you have questions arising from this, maybe I've talked too fast. Maybe I've talked too slow, or maybe I've introduced some radical new ideas to your mind that have blown your mind. Whatever it is, put your questions in the comment section of this video. And my staff are going to bring them to me, and I'll do my best to respond to each and every comment. Now, you got to remember, I do not have a WhatsApp forum, a Telegram channel, or a Gmail email address. My name is Reno Mokri, the Apostle of Prosperity, saying, God bless you.
Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is